What up, Masters? Welcome to another episode of Path to Mastery. Stay relevant, my friends. And I'm coming to you this time live from Family Reunion 2019. And wow, what a treat today. We interviewed 16 rock stars. Couple, Haro, Setian, okay, did over 70 million in volume. Seychelle, Poole, Bob Lucido, Nick Good, who has a podcast. I think it's called the Best Real Estate Podcast, which I may question the name. Anyway, definitely worth listening to. And also 12 other rock stars on what they are doing right now, my friends, to stay relevant as technology tries to disrupt us, tries to get between you and your clients. Here are what some of the best are doing in order to stay relevant. Check it out, and you're gonna be amazed, my friends, at the simplicity. This is nothing complicated. So hey, this is a great episode. I'm super excited. Please share it. Before we jump into it, check out School for Realtors, my friends. You know that's my platform, School for Realtors, off my site, davidihill.com. It'll let you know everything that we have going on, from FSBO boot camps to training events to live events. We have an event coming up with Jarek Robbins soon. Just a lot of really great things going on. So check out schoolforrealtors.com and see what is up. Guys, check out Vulcan 7, okay? Go to vulcan7.com/New England. They're one of my new sponsors, and they've got some great opportunities for you guys to actually try out their services for a very minimal fee and see what you think. And if you love it, you can continue with it. So again, some opportunities for my listeners. Go to vulcan7.com/New England. Again, vulcan7.com/New England. And don't get me wrong, it doesn't matter if you're in New England or not. That's just the link. It'll get you there, and you have access to expired and FSBOs all over the country. Okay, again, vulcan7.com/New England. Finally, I'd super appreciate it. It would really help me so much if you would follow me on Facebook. Go to my business page, it's David I. Hill. Just another way for you to know what's going on with Path to Mastery, what's going on with my training, with my live events, with everything going on. We really want to keep you in the loop, and I'd love to hear from you as well. And if you think there's anybody that would be an awesome fit for Path to Mastery, please reach out to me. Let me know. We're looking for awesome people to get on the show. Okay, my friends, enough out of me. Enjoy Path to Mastery from Family Reunion 2019. Hey, I'm here right now with Haro Setian. Haro, you have a huge business, man. How much volume are you doing?
We sold 360 homes last year, 72 million. He's recording me.
Awesome. Big business. The industry's changing. We all know that. Where do you see it? Where do you see this industry in 3-5 years from now?
I think the opportunity to really... I think the consumer is just annoyed because they're used to such high levels of service and everything else because there's better integrated systems, and the real estate space has just been so chopped up for so long. And so I think the people that can figure out how to make it a more holistic, less choppy experience are going to win the day.
Okay, got it. So with you, what are you doing to stay relevant? You do big business. How do you stay relevant in this shift?
We're involved in the community, constantly touching our clients. We don't do 36 touch, we do a 59 touch. Client events all year, one every month. And then just really active, like have a really good team culture, and that cohesion and then the love and the unity on our team spills out to our clients and in the marketplace and just reverberates. So that cohesion of having a strong unit and us working together for the good of our client is the they feel that.
So you almost feel like it's going back to some of the basics of just being back in...
Nothing's changed. I think we just get distracted.
Yeah, interesting, because everybody else is moving towards technology.
And we've actually raised our fees over the last couple of years.
Interesting.
Some people think that you're going to have to pay less fees, but I think the people just really want like high touch, really good service, and are willing to pay for it.
Love it, man.
Yeah.
Awesome. Any final thoughts, man?
No, just love on people.
10 years from now, what does real estate look like?
10 years from now, I don't know. All I know is that I want a $100 million piece of the pie.
Love it, my friend.
That's what we're after.
And you will have it. Awesome. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, man.
I'm with the man, Andy Peters, out of Atlanta, Georgia. Brother, tell us, how much production?
We did 121 million last year.
I love it.
Yeah.
You said 121. I'm like, is that sides? You said, no, that's million. I love it. All right, so awesome. Good business. Industry's changing. We all know that. It's evolving, disruption. Where do you see this industry 3 years, 5 years from now?
Yeah, I think it's like Gary Kehller's been talking about. I think it's building that moat. One of the things that we started this year, in addition to our 36 Touch campaign, is we're doing micro events. We're doing these membership events. We call it Premier Opportunities. So we have these limited spots for things such as headshots, right? We let all our past clients, referral sources know, hey, come, we'll pay for your headshot.
Headshot for what?
Yeah, so you get your photo, so you can use it on Facebook or whatever for your business or whatever you want to do. Professional photos.
Love it.
Shoe shines, car washes. All these little things that really one-offs that, what we're doing is we're just building relationship with people.
Yeah.
And, there may be 10 or 20 spots. When they're gone, they're gone. So it creates a little bit of a scarcity mentality around it.
Yeah.
And every time we get together with our past clients, it allows us to talk about the market, talk about what's going on with them, and how we can help serve them better. So I think it's building that moat. It's getting into deeper relationship with people. Obviously, technology is trying to disrupt that, and we're doing our part to try and stay ahead of it.
So that's what you guys are doing to stay relevant, ultimately, right?
Yeah.
Getting back to the grassroots in front of your clients.
Yep.
Love that.
We're continuing it.
Awesome. 10 years from now, any predictions on what
10
real
years
estate
from now,
looks
I
like?
think you'll see a lot of consolidation. I think there'll be a lot of the aging agents that don't want to do it anymore and are going to start joining forces with teams. You can get so much efficiency, by joining teams. So
I feel like it's going to be a lot of big teams, man. Yeah, it's going to be hard for the individual solo. Yeah, and it's my opinion is it's going to be similar to travel agents industry.
Yeah.
To an extent.
I can see that.
Awesome, man. Yeah. Well, hey, it's a pleasure. How do people get in touch with you?
You can reach me at thepeterscompany.com. That's our website. You can get all kinds of info on our team there. You can find me on Facebook. That's probably the best way, Andy Peters, and I'm in Atlanta, Georgia.
All right, my friend. Awesome. Well, good to see you.
Thanks, bro.
Hi, I'm coming to you live again from Family Reunion. I just ran into 3 absolute rock stars, Art Martiroso, Dave Martiroso, and Erin, Holoway. All right, so 3,000-foot view, my friends.
All right.
What does real estate look like in 3 years, 5 years from now?
All right, so you're talking about technology specifically or the market?
Technology, disruption, industry change.
So in 2 years, I think the real estate market is going to be different. We're going to see a more shift and more of a balanced market, maybe more even of a buyer's market. Technology is going to play a much bigger role than it has in the past. That's all I got for you, because I know you're going to cut me off.
All right, Dave, come on, next question.
All right.
What are you guys doing to stay relevant, or what are you doing to stay relevant? I mean, tech's disrupting all of us. What are we doing to stay relevant?
Yep, so we're just improving our skills for human interaction and then using technology to get more human interaction.
Videos have been huge for us, too, to stay relevant.
Video, yeah, you guys like video?
Video marketing.
All right, awesome. And then for you, Erin, we got the toughest question.
Erin!
Yeah, I know you. Do you have a crystal ball?
10 years from now.
10 years from now, on your
Where do
crystal
I
ball.
see it? That's a good question. Can I go back to the lead generation one?
Whatever question you want to answer.
Okay, cool. Well, I think relationships is mostly what we think real estate is relationships. So
It is all relationships.
Yeah, until they're ready to buy or sell a house. So we think it's all in relationships and
About
face to
getting back to
face.
those fundamentals with the relationships. How do we get in touch with you, Erin?
You can call me at 615-939-4085
And where are you located?
in Nashville, Tennessee.
Hashtag DNA Realty Group.
DNA-realty.com. Find us. All our info is right there.
All right, guys. Thank you. Hey, I am here with Seychelle Van Poole, and she's about to present actually in a couple of minutes. What are you presenting on?
Hey, David. I am presenting on how to be a hyper-local expert in your market.
I love that. That's awesome.
There's only 700 seats, though, so it's...
Only?
Yeah, I think it's going to be full.
Yeah, good for you. Well, you're going to nail that, so that's awesome.
Thank you.
While I have you for a couple seconds, the topic here is disruption. The industry's changing, the market's changing. What do you see real estate looking like in 3 years from now, 5 years from now?
You know, I think for what we're seeing in North Texas and in Central Texas is that the first-time home buyer is going for convenience. And the first-time seller, honestly, is going for convenience.
Yeah.
So I think we're seeing a shift from netting the most amount of money to what's going to be the easiest and the least scary part for me in taking on a big responsibility because it's easier for me to rent. So unless it's easy for me to buy and sell and get out of the responsibility, I'm not as interested. And I think the same thing is going to happen on the high-end market. We're actually going to see real estate consultants being more needed and more valued and more highly paid as a high-end consultant than as just a commodity. So I think we're going to see a shift in the market from that.
So you think it's actually going the opposite direction. So a lot of people are saying that these technology companies are going to get in between us.
Right.
I think it is going to get in between some of us.
Yeah.
But not all of us.
I think their convenience factor, whoever can get to the convenience first and offer, like if we as real estate consultants can offer all of the different options and we're paid as a consultant instead of a salesperson, I think then there's going to be no technology that can get in between us. It's going to enhance us. That said, if we're not careful and we allow technology to become the convenience instead of our consultation, then I think we should be worried.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, good stuff. I think you already answered my second question is like, what do you do to be relevant, or how do you become relevant?
We've really shifted from being a salesperson to a consultant.
I love that. And you're doing a teaching right now, 700 people on Hyperlocal. Tell us about Hyperlocal.
We're really, I think if you don't understand your market on an intimate level, then you're missing the boat on consulting your clients on how they can maximize their biggest asset they're ever going to have. And to give you an example of that, in 2008, my financial advisor worked for JP Morgan. And granted, we were super young, barely had any money to our name anyways, so we were by far his smallest client. But when the market looked funny in June of 2008, he picked up the phone and he called me. And he said, "Hey, Seychelle, this is Ben. I'm calling you because we're seeing some frothiness in the market right now." And I said, "I don't even know what that means, but it sounds really smart." And he said, "What it means is it's bubbly and it's unpredictable, and so I'm moving my money to all cash, and I'm going to recommend that you do the same thing. You take your own advice, do whatever you want, but I'm going to move to cash." And I said, "Well, if you're moving to cash and you're watching the market every day, then I certainly am moving to cash." So what happened in October? The market crashed, right? We were all cash. My grandfather lost 30% of his net worth. Merrill Lynch never picked up the phone. My parents lost 30% of their net worth, never picked up the phone. And I think I want to be the consultant that picked up the phone.
I love that.
And I'm loyal to him for life because of that. And it was such a lesson for us, and we talk about that all the time on our team, is we're the consultant that picks up the phone when we see some frothiness in the market. And it's by doing that that we add the value.
Well, thank you for giving that example. That was brilliant. Perfect. How do listeners get in touch with you if they want to do referrals? You're 72 million volume, so you're doing a big business.
Thank you.
Where are you guys located, and how do we get in touch with you?
So we are, basically, if you think of Texas, you can think of Van Poole. We're in Dallas, Fort Worth, and all the northern suburbs, and in Austin. And if we can't help you, we'll connect you with somebody that we personally would work with. So anywhere in Texas, we can help make sure you're taken care of. Best way to get us is probably to either call us at 972-608-0777, or you can email us at homes, HOMES, at vanpoole, VANPOOLE.com.
Awesome, my friend. Thank you. All right, coming back to you live from Family Reunion. I'm with Regina Polk. Awesome, tremendous agent. Regina, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great. And you're also a bold coach, and that's where we met at the skills camp. Thanks for that phenomenal coaching, by the way.
Thank you for allowing me to just open up the space where you can see something differently.
Thank you. I love that. So real quick, we're at Family Reunion. It's a disruption conversation, technology conversation. What are your thoughts, real estate? What's it look like 3 years from now, 5 years from now?
Yeah, definitely it's new world. And for those individuals who are not necessarily interested in what we call technology, they have to adapt in what that looks like if they intend to be in this world called real estate over the next few years.
Yeah, got it. So what are you doing, or what are you telling them to do in order to stay relevant?
Well, first, we know that they must be managing their database, right? Because that's everything. Technology, be very learning-based. We have the opportunity to have the most amazing company that is like putting it out there for even the most elementary kind of individual. All they have to do is go to our Connect, stay involved, watch one video a day, play with it, right? Because it doesn't get better until you get different. So touch it, feel it, be engaged in it. Because we did the same thing for the iPhone.
True.
And now everybody's on the iPhone. If not, they're on the Android. Same concept. So just be open to the possibilities.
I love that simple suggestion is just watch one video a day.
Yeah. I mean,
it doesn't get any easier than that.
Man. I mean, just, it's like learning how to speak, right? And learning how to say, hello in English or whatever the case may be. So yeah, just practice makes perfect.
And 10 years out, I know it's a tough one. You don't have a crystal ball, at least I don't see one on you, but what do you see 10 years out real estate?
Yeah, 10 years out is going to be a different bird. It's not what we see today.
Yeah.
I really see it being a team-oriented experience. So I tell people now, make relationship with people who want to be masters at teams and be a part of a community when it comes down to real estate.
Love it. How do people get in touch with you if they're interested in connecting with you?
They can email me at reginapolk@kw.com. That's the easiest way to reach me. Phone number always works, 404-931-5597, and I'll accept everyone's call.
Awesome. Charlotte, North Carolina, thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, here we are, family reunion again. I'm with the master, Rob Daniel. What's up, brother?
Hey, how you doing, David, man? Good to see you again.
Good to see you. 2 quick questions. I know you're in a rush. I grabbed you. All right, number 1, real estate, disruption, industry's changing, technology. 3 years, 5 years, what does it look like?
Here's the thing. I do believe that our CEO, Gary Keller, that just took back over the CEO job and took back over his company, I believe he is the Steve Jobs of real estate. Steve Jobs was the Einstein of communication. I believe Gary Keller is the Einstein of real estate. And so I think that if you watch what he is doing, he's going to disrupt. We're going to be there right along with him, because here's the thing. He has gone back to giving the whole company back to the agents. Yeah. So that's all he talks about, is giving it to the agents. We have our own platform. We have our own business. We have our own things that we're doing. And so, yeah, absolutely. I think 3 years from now, basically, I hate to say this to some degree, but everybody's been saying it for quite a while. Individual agents are somewhat going aside. You're either going to be a team or you're going to be on a team. And expansion is probably the biggest thing that we're going to see happen.
I agree. And staying relevant, how do agents stay relevant right now?
Well, again, one of the ways to stay relevant is to go and do what Gary said. Read this one book, The Platform Revolution. That is a great thing, because everything is platform-based right now. And so you've got to make sure that you stay relevant in the fact, and I'll just put the plug in here, being bold, figure out expansion, figure out and watch what's happening to our CEO, because I tell you what, he's going to change the whole real estate industry.
Steve Jobs, baby, I love it.
Steve Jobs.
All right, thank you, my friend.
All right, my man.
Good to see you. We are live again with Shannon Dozer. Shannon, what's going on?
Hey, how are you? Good to see you.
I'm doing well, thank you, and good to see you as well. A couple questions quick. One is real estate's changing, as we all know. Technology's coming. What do you see real estate looking like 3 years from now, 5 years from now?
3 years, 5 years, I think it's going to be a totally different animal. I think we're going to be tech-driven. We're going to be teams. We're going to be expanding teams. The economies of scale are going to kick in. And I think together we're going to have more profits. We're going to have more energy. And you're going to see a whole different world.
I love that.
Yep.
What are you telling agents to do to stay relevant right now where things are changing so much?
I think you need to coach. You need to go to trainings. You need to be reading. Right? You need to be following the industry leaders like Gary Keller. There's a reason he stepped back in as CEO. He sees an opportunity to lead us into this next 4th industrial revolution. I mean, if you think about 4 industrial revolutions ever,
it's
pretty amazing.
In mankind, right?
I feel like it's the only one you and I are going to be a part of.
Well,
so I think tying your wagon to a guy like Gary with the vision to pull us through.
That's awesome.
That's it.
You rock. How do listeners get in touch with you if they want to do referrals?
Yep, Facebook. Shannon Shoemate Dozer is Facebook, or Shannon Dozer at kw.com.
All right, my friend.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Good to see you.
All right, I just ran into 2 really cool people here again at Family Reunion. Who's this?
This is Reagan Van Kerkhove. And Tabatha Adams.
Hey, Reagan, Tabatha, you guys are awesome. Thank you for acknowledging my podcast. That's
great
really cool.
Podcast. I love it.
Helps me keep doing it, right, when I hear stuff like that. So the real estate industry is shifting. We know that it's changing. Technology. Where do you see 3-5 years from now? What does it look like?
Well, hopefully I'm still selling houses.
Well, yeah. Okay.
No, I'm teasing. No, I think it's actually just evening out. I think that it's been a seller's market for so long. It's got to start to loosen up a little bit. So, I think in the next 5 years we'll probably be.
Are you going to be part of a team? You're going to have a team? What do you?
Yes, I actually am part of a team. I'm part of the United Home Group. So part of Cody Gibson's team in Cincinnati. So so it's great. It's a great team. Tabatha's my regional director. She's awesome.
How long you been in the business?
13 years.
Okay, good.
Yeah, and just joined a team. So
good for you. So you kind of see what's happening.
I do. I'm kind of shift-proofing myself with a team.
All right, I'm gonna. Awesome. Well, I appreciate you listening to my podcast.
All right, thanks.
You rock.
You're awesome.
Tabatha, what do we do to stay relevant right now?
Stay relevant?
Yeah, what are we supposed to be doing?
Prospect.
Oh my
prospect.
gosh. Fundamentals.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, you rock. All right, I'm back from family reunion with Hudson, Santana. What's going on, my friend?
Doing well. Just saw Gary Keller speaking. My mind is blown away and excited about the future.
Yes, me too, my friend. And you're humbly doing very well. 152 million in volume. Awesome. So same questions I've been asking everybody. Technology's changing, the industry, disruption. 3 years from now, 5 years from now, what's your prediction, real estate? Where's it going?
I think a lot of people is going to get out of the industry, and the people that are involved, that are becoming relevant, that are studying the market, are going to have a much bigger market share. So I think that's the direction. So the teams are going to become bigger, and the individual agents are probably going to be a much smaller pool because of how everything is changing in technology.
It's interesting when you say that. I kind of see this industry kind of towards the travel industry, which is similar. There's still travel agents. They're just like exclusive that work with like the exotic vacations and stuff, right? I can see real estate maybe 10 years looking like that. But anyway, I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. What are you doing to stay relevant?
We are becoming hyper-local. We are focusing on being the professionals in the area. So we're really about becoming the fiduciary and making sure that we're providing value, that we, understanding our product. When people tell you that you sell a house, do you really know what a house is? Do you know how it was built? Know what kind of roof it has on, what kind of heating system, what kind of grass is on the lawn. Like, that's what you need to know in order to become relevant for the consumer.
I love that.
And being hyper-local, it also means that we understand the area. We know that this street value might be different than the next street over because of some sort of monument on that street, right? And if you don't have that knowledge, you're not going to be relevant for the consumer. Like an app can replace you, right? And that's something that becomes very difficult for technology to replace. So that's our focus, that's our goal.
Thank you for sharing that. I mean, that's so simple and fundamental, yet how many of us got away from that?
All of us.
That's true.
Yeah.
Awesome,
so,
man.
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks for your time, my friend.
No problem.
And if people want to get in touch with you, you're in Miami for referrals?
Yeah, so my team is in Miami and Coconut Grove, Coral Gables, and Brickell area.
Right.
And we also service the greater Boston area. So
best way to get in touch with you?
617-272-0842.
Awesome, Hudson.
Awesome.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, man.
Masters, we're going to get you right back to the show. Can you say free, like F-R-E-E? Well, if you want a free copy of an Audible book, just go to davidsfreebook.com and get yourself a copy of any book on Audible. Yeah, that's absolutely free. Couple recommendations. I listened to The Dichotomy of Leadership by Jocko Willink, a phenomenal book for anybody who's in a leadership opportunity. You can also check out Gary Vee's book. It's called Crushing It, if you want to learn how to build your business through the internet or through social media better. Or how about Gary Vee's book, The One Thing? Any of those absolutely free. If you don't already have an account, just go there. Go to davidsfreebook.com, get yourself a free copy on Audible. On me, my friends, School for Realtors, that is my site. You want to know what's going on with my events, with my training, with my webinars, with my mastery programs, with prospecting. It's all there. Schoolforrealtors.com and my site, davidihill.com. Let you know about everything else we got going on. So please check that out. And finally, it would mean the world to me if you followed me on my Facebook page. Simply go to Facebook and then go to Path to Mastery. Please, it helps so much and such a great way for us to communicate, and you'll have access to everything that we have going on. So again, facebook.com/Path to Mastery. Enjoy the rest of the show. Hey, here I am with Mr. Bob Lucido. Bob, what's going on, my friend?
David, great to see you here in New Orleans at the KW Convention with Carl and Daryl.
Yes, sir.
Two future superstars. And Great to see you.
Thank you, my friend. 2,200 units last year. Congrats on that. You're killing it as always. So 2 simple questions I'm asking all rock stars like yourself. Number 1, where do you see real estate 3 to 5 years, technology disruption? What are your thoughts?
Somebody else said this, and I'll give them credit for this. There's 3 disruptions or 3 shifts in the marketplace. There's a house shift. There's less sales being made now than last year. That's good news because there's more opportunity for people in a shifting market. Number 2, there's a technology shift. And 3, there's a brokerage company shift. There's more companies coming out. There's all shiny pennies and all type of new programs out there. Don't get caught up in all that new stuff. Keller Williams is the best real estate company on the planet. I've been doing this for 42 years. They've got the technology, they've got the education, and they got the leadership. Awesome company. So where do I see the market?
So how do we stay relevant based on what you just talked about?
Keep going to training. Never think that you know enough. I'm here. I'm on some panels, but really I'm learning more from the other people than they're learning from me. Constantly looking to grow and be the best that you can be. A friend of mine told me this. He was a sales trainer. He got on the plane once and saw Evander Holyfield. They went to go up to him. They said, no, you can't. No autograph. He says, I don't want his autograph. I would ask him one question. What makes Evander Holyfield the best fighter on the planet? Evander came back and sat next to him for 45 minutes. He told him why he's the best. He says, because I don't worry about the competition and Mike Tyson and all these other people that are going to throw left hooks. He says, I work on being the best that I can be. So work on yourself. Be the best you can be. And if I'm better tomorrow than I'm today, I'm making progress. We're working ourselves to make our company better, me better, our processes, so we can thrive in any type of market by improving ourselves.
Love it, my friend. Well, hey, always good to see you. All right, boss?
Great seeing you.
Appreciate it. All right, we just got back from family reunion. I'm with the rock star Tyler Phelps. Man, you just did an awesome job at Crush Your Goals.
Yes, thank you. Appreciate it.
We went from convention to convention, and it was nice to see you open up, and I'm proud of you, man. Same questions I was asking everybody at family reunion. 1, what do you see, the industry's changing, technology's coming in. What do you think real estate looks like 3 years from now, 5 years from now, even 10 years from now? I know that's far out, but what are you looking at? What do you think?
The 2 disruptions I think we're going to have is technology and probably an economic disruption. More importantly, technology, as brokerages try to take away physical locations. They try to take tech right into the client's hands. They try to connect and take out realtor brokerages in the middle. I think what's going to be happening is it's going to be very, very hard to succeed at a high level being an individual agent, not part of an organization that's thriving in the technology world. So, for example, not having a great CRM that is now starting to automate everything you do is going to be a problem. So I see that the need for very enhanced CRM, always top of site, top of mind through automation, always being able to give the client a first look into the industry before anybody else can. If you can't provide that type of stuff, whether it's a daily, weekly newsletter, insights to the market reports, or drip campaigns, it's going to be tough to succeed at a high level.
Yeah, agreed, 100%.
You just killed that.
Thank you, appreciate it.
I'm Ida.
Hi, Ida.
David?
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I haven't met you yet.
Where are you from, Ida?
Well, I'm in the West, we're going to be in the West Hartford office.
Awesome. Well, welcome.
Well, thank you.
And what do you think of the industry, real estate, going forward? Like, a lot of technology changes coming?
I come from the IT world, so I'm super excited.
Good for you. What are you doing to stay relevant then, as the industry changes so much?
I listen to Gary Keller, of course.
Good for you. Yeah.
No, I'm excited.
All right, good.
Well, back to your podcast.
All right, cool. And last question, what are you doing to stay relevant while all these changes are happening?
Adopting technology. I'm adopting technology in the sense that our applications, giving the consumer in their hand real lifetime data about the market they're interested in or the potential markets coming up, putting it in their hands and being the first to do it, and making sure that they have the awareness that Zillow is nothing but pulling public information at a delayed speed, and that we can provide it better, faster, and more accurate.
Yeah.
And then when we can do that, it makes them think of us and want to come to us and not anywhere else. And that's
what we're more value is what we're ultimately doing.
Yeah. Whoever can provide the most value is going to win the war.
All right, brother. Well, you're out here in Connecticut. If people are interested in referrals, I know everybody keeps saying, good job, Tyler.
Good
job, brother.
So Glastonbury, Connecticut. We have agents on both east and west sides of the river.
contact information, website? What's the best way to get in touch with you?
Yeah, so actually PhelpsRealtyGroup.com is amazing.
Okay.
That's an IDX Fed MLS website.
Okay.
So you can actually...
well, we have thousands of realtors listening to this podcast, so if somebody has a referral is what I'm trying to get at, how do they get in touch with you?
Referral would be definitely my cell phone number is best, 860-993-6456, and then Tyler at PhelpsRealtyGroup.com.
Perfect. Thanks, man. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
So I'm with David Brook, and we're just wrapping up the Crush Your Goals event, man. Great to see you, brother.
Thanks, man. Thanks for asking me to participate here.
Yeah, you nailed it up there, so you have a great business. What's your production right now, your volume?
Yeah, so last year we did $44 million with 210 sides.
Love it. Perfect. Okay, good. So you know, as well as anybody, industry's changing, technology's coming in, there's a lot of changes coming. What are you doing as the industry itself evolves to stay relevant?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, what I would say is whatever technology is coming in to disrupt what you're doing, is it possible for you to leverage that against yourself? So there's this wonderful martial arts that's out there called Aikido, and it basically utilizes the force of the enemy against themselves. And what I would say from that is if there's an opportunity to coexist with the disruption at some time, perhaps it's an option. If there's an opportunity to use it against itself, then I would do so. So what do I mean by that? The example that most are saying is they're talking about this company called Zillow. And they're talking about them coming in, buying properties, selling properties, and displacing the broker that doesn't bring value. And you know what? That's a good thing, and that's going to happen. Okay? So view it as a positive. And the second thing I would say is this. If you have the ability to use that against them, what's their number one weakness is they've never been inside the homes. They don't know the properties like you do. They aren't the market experts. And what we're finding, at least on our group, is the more we interact with buyers and sellers who have interacted with companies like Redfin and like Zillow, et cetera, they're saying you're light years ahead of them. You bring relevant local market data to the consumer. And what we're finding as well is we provide that seamless approach through the team with either the listing coordination or transaction coordination that just cannot happen in the way of a massive company like Zillow, et cetera.
Yeah, got it. So one thing that you said a lot of good stuff. One thing that was really critical, though, you said the agent that is not bringing value. I mean, that's going to be the key. The agent that's not bringing the value is going to be eliminated going forward. The real estate industry itself, I know you don't have a crystal ball with you, at least I don't see one. What do you see in 5 years from now, 10 years from now? I mean, you talked about Zillow, you talked about Redfin. There's a lot of tech companies trying to get between you and the consumer. What are you seeing?
Yeah, so I see every market as an ecosystem, right? So there's predators that move in, and there's a balance that needs to happen. So studies show that if we add in certain animals, let's say, into an ecosystem that throw off the balance, then the entire ecosystem has to adapt to that. And what's happening right now is just simply the result, and I'm going to be frank, I'm going to probably ruffle some feathers, of there being too many real estate agents in the business, okay? It's just my perception. I don't want to call myself the Thanos of real estate by any means, but if there's too many real estate agents that are out there only doing 7 deals a year, then they're not actually making any money that's worthwhile. And if they're not making the money, then they're likely not to be able to put in the value that they need to bring the value up for the consumer. Are you tracking with me?
100%.
So if that's the case, then what's going to happen is other companies are going to come in and try to fill in that value, and the only lever that they're able to use is that commission, right? And so what I would say is it's naturally going to happen for those disruptors to come into place. Where I see the industry in 3 to 5 years is this beautiful synergy between team and between brokerage that's going to start to be revised and refined. And then from there, we're also going to still have disruptors in the market.
Love it, man. Well, that was good stuff. I appreciate your time. If people want to get in touch with you for referrals, we have a lot of real estate agents that listen to this podcast. How do they do that?
Yeah, so if you wanted to, we service nearly every single county in Connecticut. We've got agents that are all over. There's about 15 real estate agents on our team. I'm a certified real estate appraiser. I bring an enormous amount of value to sellers out there along with buyers. So if you're looking to get in touch with me, you can reach out to me, David Brook, that's David, Brooke at kw.com, or reach out to me via phone, 860-670-8081.
I love it. And you just did a phenomenal presentation, really, on understanding your numbers, and I want to get you on the show and have that conversation with you, man.
Sounds great. Love to. Thanks.
I'm here with Jessica LePage from the Nations Network team, and you grabbed me, and I just want to say I appreciate that. Say what you said to me.
I just wanted to introduce myself to you because I listened to your podcast when I was studying at night and getting my real estate license, and I really came to KW because of all the training that you promote and the people that you interview. I actually heard your voice on Toby Salgado's podcast, and I was like, I need to start listening to this guy, and I never stopped.
Well, I appreciate that. That's awesome. It's humbling, and honestly, that's why I continue doing the podcast. You know, people like you that come up to me and say that. So I just want to thank you for that. Sure. And you know, while we're here together, we're at Family Reunion. Yeah. The industry's changing. Technology's coming in. Where do you see real estate 3 years, 5 years?
I would say that what I see happening is really we're at the point where we're all going to have the same tools. So we have to really set ourselves apart to, like what Josh just said, we have to really give people what they want, not what we have, not what we think they want. We have to use the tools that they need and really stay relevant in order to compete with people cutting their commission and, you know, everything that's online for someone to utilize. In order for them to still want to work with people, we have to maintain relationships and really improve our game. So.
Well, I think you nailed that. So yeah, absolutely. Thank you. And you answered both questions, because the second question is going to be, what do you do to stay relevant, right? It is. It's because what they set up on the stage today, people don't want to, I want to go to my Netflix account. I don't want to go to your Netflix account, because mine is nothing against yours, but mine's customized to me. It's what I want, right? Real estate experience is going the same way.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the value add for our team specifically is, you know, I just told you, I'm a buyer specialist. People ask me, why do you call expireds if you only work with buyers? It's a value add at my buyer's consultation to tell them that I'm not only putting you on a drip search, I'm calling FSBOs, I'm calling people that raised their hand a couple months ago and said they wanted to sell, and reaching out and seeing if that would work for some of my buyers. We circle prospect, we door knock, we call and just say, we have buyers looking in your area, who do you know that's thinking about selling? Because we have to stand out and really provide value to our clients.
I love that. Just want to thank you again. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you so much.
Rock. Thanks for saying hello.
Awesome.
Hey, I'm here with Erin Kaufman, the one, the only, the infamous. What's up, brother?
Hey, good to see you, David.
Good to see you. Hey, I'm just curious, how much profit are you earning right now?
Last year was a good year. I mean, made about $80,000 last year in profit share. Nice. I think the key is, you know, I make 70% of my money off my second and third levels. So that's growing. Yeah, if you build it wide, time will build it deep. So time I can't control.
All right, well, it's good to see you out here at Family Reunion. Yeah. Couple questions I'm asking everybody. First question for you. You know the industry's changing, technology disruption. What are you doing to stay relevant?
What I'm talking about to stay relevant and what I think Keller Williams is doing, besides building the number one tech platform, is that I actually believe in the digital age, community and purpose is going to be a lot more valuable. If you understand our company and understand that we're led by a man whose sole purpose is to save agents from an industry that's trying to eliminate them, that's a pretty good purpose to get around. If you think about community at KW, we're part of an interdependent, agent-centric real estate company that treats its agents like stakeholders. We actually have a true vested interest in a common goal. I think it's a pretty good recipe for a community. So my to stay relevant, I'm trying to spread that message, because in the digital age, when we deliver on community and purpose, nobody can compete with us for that.
All right. I know you don't have a crystal ball. You may have one. Do you have one on you? No?
No, I do.
All right. So the reality is 10 years, what do you think real estate? Not many people have been able to answer this.
No, I mean, I think in 10 years, and I've got confirmation that in 10 years, the individual, we still believe it's going to be a local business with local agents, with relationships. I think the key is going to be who you get into business with matters. And I actually think in 10 years, there's only going to be two kinds of agents in this business, right? There's going to be employees of tech portals, and there's going to be true business professionals, and I think there's only going to be one logical choice for those professionals, and I actually think this is the moment when the rest of the industry is going to start to realize that there's only one real estate company that cares about them.
I love it, my friend. I'm glad to hear that. And, you know, my crazy vision is Remember the travel agencies?
Yes. Oh, yeah, of course.
I for some reason feel like real estate's kind of going in that direction.
Oh, David, no. Brother.
But listen, there are a lot of travel agents out there. They're just like the cream of the crop.
Well, no, and I agree. We don't need
the boutique, the specialists.
And by the way, we don't need to be in business with all the travel agents. We just need to be the ones that value what we value, right? That want to deliver the highest customer experience.
I don't have a crystal ball, man, but 10 years from now.
Well, bottom line is all you can control is what you can control. So let's keep giving the agents what they want and operate with an abundant mindset and see what happens next.
I love that. Focus on right now.
Exactly.
All right, brother. Nice
Thanks,
to see
man.
you.
Can't wait to teach in your market center.
Oh, nice. We'll get you. All right, so we're just wrapping up family reunion at the Louisiana airport with Brian O'Neill and Jim Waymeyer. What team are you guys with?
The Nations Network out of St. Louis.
Nations Network out of St. Louis. You guys told me you did about 46 million.
Yep.
Good volume. 186 units. That's great. Just left family reunion. A couple of questions for you guys. One is, what are you guys doing now? Technology's changing the industry, not just the market. What are you doing to stay relevant?
We're going to adapt what the new technology is as it rolls out, make sure that we're utilizing it at the highest level we possibly can. I mean, that's the only way we feel that our business is going to grow where we want it to go.
Yeah. So
I think the biggest thing is that's what everyone says is finding the right talent, because regardless if you're in a shift or not, you got to have the right people there.
Yeah.
Because the price points and all of that really depends on where your inventory levels are. As far as our local market, like the higher ends are always going to be, it's harder to sell and move, and then you're listing your lower ones and they're moving fast, so it's kind of, it's all about finding the right people to grow, because if you don't have them, you're in trouble.
Yeah, you're right. It's all about people and adapting to what's happening. You guys have any predictions for what real estate looks like in 5 years from now, 10 years from now?
I think it's going in the same direction we're currently going. I think you're going to see these bigger teams that are kind of dominating markets, dominating multiple markets, and that's our goal. 5 years is to be doing over 1,000 units. So that's I think where the industry's going. So it's like Jim was saying, finding the right talent so that you can continue to grow your organization, so that you can utilize all these opportunities as they arise.
Well, your writing's on the wall. I mean, if you're not adapting to the technology as far as what's it look like in 5 years, I mean, I think about 5 years ago from today. What does it look? How different is it now?
I know. Huh?
It is crazy. I've been in it since 2008, and everything is. That's a 10-year gap. That's totally different. I can imagine what it's going to be like in 10 years.
Dude, when I started, MLS just was coming out. It was online, right? Before that, it was a book.
Yep, I remember still having to meet with clients instead of like a digital sign and all that.
Got it. Well, hey, man, it was good to meet you guys. If people want to get in touch with you for referrals, how do they do that?
You can email me or Brian. My email is jwehmeier@kw.com, or my phone number is 636-485-4291.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks
a lot. Good luck this year.
All right, you too, man. All right, hey, I'm with Nick Good. Just wrapped up family reunion. He has the, it's hard for me to say this, but the only
real estate podcast worth listening to.
I love it. Well, actually, my podcast is not all real estate, so that's good. So I'll go with that. All right, so you guys got a great team, 45 million volume. You run your podcast. Gary just talked to us a ton about technology. The industry itself is changing. What are you guys doing? What are you telling your listeners to do to stay relevant?
With Keller Williams being a technology company, we've changed our mindset in saying Gary and Keller Williams is taking care of the technology for us. So we've changed our mindset to being a media-focused real estate team rather than traditional, and it's getting ourselves out there through podcasts, through video, and then leveraging out the technology that Keller Williams is doing to help us compete with these bigger tech firms like the Zillows and the Redfins out there.
Yeah, got it. So just putting a lot of media out there trying to catch the consumer's attention. Is that
100%. I mean, our business is mainly prospecting based. We're expireds, cold calls, etc., and we're starting to see that eventually in the next 3 to 5 years years, less and less people are answering their phones. So our new prospecting way in the future is going to be through our media style and elevating ourselves as the expert in the Dallas-Fort Worth market.
I love that. And any idea? I mean, I know you don't have a crystal ball. Maybe you do. But real estate, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years?
3 to 5 years. I mean, it's still going to be, technology is going to be the big play, but I think we're going to see the old school method of getting belly to belly and face to face is still going to be king, right? I mean, we're leveraging technology a little bit too much, and we're staying behind our computer screens and not wanting to talk to people.
Yeah.
So we're going to double down on getting people into our system, capturing them in our moat, and build a wall around them so that we can meet with them face to face through our community events, through appointments, through seminars, and through value add such as investment seminars.
I love it. I think that's what we need to be doing right now. I wish I had a crystal ball for the future, but I agree with you, and I also disagree with you. So, but again, we don't have much more time for this conversation right now. But what I would say is, how do our listeners get in touch with you?
They can find me on Facebook, Nick Good, so it's Good, or the only real estate podcast worth listening to. You can put it in Facebook right now. We are on iTunes and on YouTube.
I love it, my friend. Hey, Good to see you today. Thank you. All right. Masters, if you know me, you know health and nutrition is number one, and that's why I'm an advisor for Advocare products. Listen, in my opinion, these are the best products on the planet, guys. You get what you're supposed to get, right? I use the products for health. I use the products for energy. I use the products for wellness. So we have all the different lines from Spark, starting your day with a great energy shot, all the way to pre-workout. It's whatever your goals are, right? It's whatever your goals are. You can check out the products at www.livelongersmarter.com. That's my website. Or reach out to me, and I'd love to have a 30-minute or, anywhere from 15 to 30-minute conversation with you, just talking about your health and nutrition goals and what I can do to help you achieve those goals. So again, products, energy line, wellness line, whether it's joints, you're getting up there in the age, you just want to take care of yourself. I'll tell you, one of the greatest compliments I get is people, you say, wow, you look amazing. I cannot believe you are the age you are. Weight loss. I've helped lots of people, guys, lose weight, not just lose it, but keep it off with the products. And the cool thing is, I'd say 75% of the people who start with our products, they continue using our products even after they initially tried them, which has been amazing. And strength, if you're into bodybuilding, then hey, Rich Fronin, okay? I don't know if you know who Rich Fronin is. He's an advocate for Advocare as well. So amazing products. You can see us. We're featured on NASCAR, professional soccer, college basketball, college football, Men's Health magazine last month. These are the real deal, guys. LiveLongerSmarter.com is the website, or reach out to me if you want to have a personal conversation with me. Just send me an email in the subject line. Just put Advocare products, and I'd love, like I said, schedule a 15 to 30-minute call with you to talk about your health and nutrition goals. Guys, you rock. Live longer, smarter. And as Gary Keller eloquently said, if you don't take care of your body, where are you gonna live? You rock.
You are listening to One More Sale with your host, David I. Hill, author of the Sales Playbook. Get your copy at www.thesalesplaybook.net.